like people are putting like snail mucus on their face now?
Beacon sugar.
Beacon sugar. Okay, hell yeah.
Is this cultural appropriation?
What if we're doing if we're learning a language like a young bear? Oh, spat in the police's face.
Weather's getting good though, isn't it?
Yeah, weather's great.
Weather's great.
Start to any British podcast.
Yeah.
Weather's great today.
Gosh, it's been sunny.
Viewers, can't you tell what the weather is like outside?
Do you reckon there's going to be another heat wave?
Maybe, dude. Like
it's gotten hot quick.
Yeah, it has, but it's still spring, isn't it? Which freaks me out.
Yeah, it's still not summer. But it feels like it should be summer right now. You know?
It does. I've been feeling really summery. Do you want to take this? If you're hearing, me and Ben are on the Nigerian Guinness again. It's kind of a running thing now.
We love Nigerians.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's anything that proves we are pro other countries, it's the fact we drink and we have products from other countries, right?
True.
Cheers, man.
Nice one. Air cheers.
Cheers, yeah. Yeah, foreign extra stout, bit of Guinness. Hell yeah, man. I mean, we're friends, but we're not family. Guys, today is actually International Day of Families, right? You always have like the day. Like there's always an international thing of a day. And I thought that was really the whole point of International Day is to raise awareness of something. But we shouldn't really raise awareness. You should know you have a family, right? So yeah, today is International Day of Families. Well, that's what it said on Wikipedia anyway. Yeah. But yeah, maybe just a reminder, appreciate your family. Or maybe if you don't have any family, appreciate those who act like your family.
Yeah.
Friends can be family,
See, family isn't just your physical, genetical family. It's the people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually watching a show called Spaced the other day.
Okay.
And the final line in the show, I think, is that because the show came out in 2001, the final line was something along the lines of like, in the new millennia, family isn't the people you live with. It's the people you
surround yourself.
I think it's friends of the new family in the 21st century.
Well, yeah, because like
I'll get that quote
if the rate of divorce is going up, people aren't having sex as much generally now. Then surely people are going to rely on friends more. Probably seeing smaller number of big families. I know like birth rates are going down.
Yeah. So the quote was, they say that friends are the family of the 21st century.
Damn. Those of you who are fans of the nice, yeah. So what, that was like the end of the film and everyone was like...
That was the very end of the show.
Was that meant to be like a wow moment?
Sort of, because, the show started just before it started in 1999, finished 2001, and it was sort of meant to be like a very sentimental ending.
Yeah.
Like it was a comedy show, but like it was meant to be like, yeah, these people are, more than family now,
Damn, dude. Yeah, just me and Ben on the pod today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, how you feeling, man? I mean, yeah, weather's good. Life's a bit better now. We live in Manchester, It's been raining. Now it's sunny. I feel like we're coming back on the pod. New energy, new things.
Come back. I want to come back.
Hell yeah. Ben's been going a little viral on YouTube. We'd love to see that. But yeah, today me and Ben are going to become more tapped in, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
A couple things you guys should probably know about as well. I mean, locally, I'm not that clued up. I mean, I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. She got the ick because I didn't want to vote in the local elections here in Manchester for the mayor. And I was explaining how to her, I don't want to bother like researching the local mayors because I don't want to put that much time in. I'd rather spend my time doing other things. It wasn't exactly the most attractive thing to say, but it was honest.
Yeah. I felt the exact same way. I didn't realize the voting thing was happening until the day of.
Right.
So I obviously didn't have enough time to make a vote in.
Yeah.
I know where I stand politically, but I could not be asked to put all the effort in to understand all the different policies and laws that each mayor was doing. I just knew that if I still voted that day, that the winner wasn't going to change.
Right. Yeah. There's that.
I know every vote matters, but in that sense, like,
does it. Yeah.
I would rather stay home, play Skyrim. You know?
Yeah, there's other things I do.
Exactly.
And also, if I'm going to vote, I want to make like an informed decision. And I know that myself, I will not put enough time into making like a well-rounded, like like reading like different kind of political sites. Because there's actually like a thing you can have on Chrome right now, which you can tell which article leans in a certain political way. It's quite interesting.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
So like what we're reading or anything we pull up,
yeah,
you can kind of check that. But
don't listen to us, by the way. Go vote. Voting matters.
You should vote.
Everyone should vote.
Right now, we're like the stereotypical like Zoomers or like what? Yeah, we're Zoomers because we just can't be asked. We're like, why would we vote?
Exactly.
But yeah. I'm not too bothered about that. Think about what you will. Maybe
I'm very happy for the people who won, though. I think that the political landscape of the UK and the direction it's going is probably the best outcome it could have had.
Okay.
And I'm pleased with that.
I think we could also be lying. Think about this. This might be fiction.
True.
We're on a podcast. Do you think we really want to share our political views?
Exactly.
And if we're unsure about our political views, do you think I'm going to fucking run for Prime Minister? Maybe one day.
I think we should. We should. If I were to run for Prime Minister, if you were to run for Prime Minister and had an alter ego, what would it be?
What? So, like, who am I going to betray? Like, what version of me am I going to put forward?
Would you be evil?
Oh, dude, you've got to be. All the successful leaders were a little bit fucked, right? But they usually went down quickly. They usually didn't live a full life.
Yeah. I mean, Trump only got one term.
Yeah. I think
Should have
maybe...
had two.
I like what... is it Count Binface?
Binface.
I like what he's doing. Just like kind of doing his own thing, taking the piss. If you don't know, in the UK kind of political sphere, we have like a very out there politician, I'd say, or running for Prime Minister. Count Binface pledges to tie London Mayor pay to that of the NHS nurses for 100 years in the new 2024 manifesto. Yeah. So this guy, some of his manifestos are what you'd hear like a local guy complaining about. Like a lot of them seem to be like pet peeves.
Yeah. But at the same time, he is also preaching for stuff which I completely agree with.
Yeah.
Mayors get paid so much money. NHS workers don't get paid very well for the work they do.
Yeah.
I think mayors probably work a fraction of
the
work that NHS workers do. So tying their pay is a good thing.
Yeah. I agree, Ben. I agree.
Other stuff on his manifesto.
Can we hear him? Can we hear him speak? Just let's give the viewers a little taste for him.
Count Binface here. I have come to College Green in Westminster for two reasons. One, to share with you my amazing manifesto to be London Mayor. And two, because David Lord Cameron seems to think that the clever thing to do is release social media videos where you walk confidently to camera and just spout a load of gibberish. So get a load of this, Dave.
Yeah.
I am the only candidate who is offering two price cap croissants at £1.10. Blame Liz and Rishi for the extra 10p. I will rename London Bridge after Phoebe Waller. Hello.
Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, I mean, he's kind of like a parody, self-aware politician. I love this guy. I wonder if he was like a comic before. He's quite a funny guy.
He must be.
Yeah.
He works comedy pretty well into this stuff. Like,
can we like get that a bit bigger? So I can't read that, or am I just getting old? So here is his is this his manifesto?
This is his manifesto,
right.
I believe.
Is there any that stand out to you which you find hilarious?
Loud snacks to be banned from theatres.
I mean, he's onto something.
He's not wrong at all.
I mean,
who the fuck brings crisps to the cinema?
So crisps not allowed.
Crisps not allowed.
What's the ideal snack? Like a hot dog's not allowed.
No, I'd say a hot dog is good in the cinema.
Hot dog's good.
It might stink the place up, but like,
yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
right?
Popcorn is the ideal cinema snack. There,
really? Yeah.
It's a classic. It's a classic. You can't get anything wrong with popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they'd enforce that. Like that would be crazy. But in the UK, in general, you can bring any snack you want now. It used to be they would take them off you, but you can't now.
Yeah, I actually have a friend who works in View. He's told me that like people who work there are literally not allowed to say anything if people carry in snacks from outside places. Like it's a policy.
Surely there's like a limit, right? Like if they bring in like,
if you think about it though, if people are getting told off for the snacks they're bringing in, they're just not going to go to the cinema.
True.
They're not going to. It's not like they're going to pay for the overpriced food there anyways.
But the problem is, cinemas slowly deteriorating due to like streaming platforms.
Yeah.
The majority of the money they make is from like the snacks and from like the popcorn. Like that's the biggest profit margin, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard.
But at the same time, if they stopped people from coming in who are bringing in their own snacks, ticket sales are gonna fucking decline.
Everyone's gonna start pirating that
Exactly.
stuff. Speakerphones to be banned on public transport, with offenders forced to watch a box set of The One Show. Does that even exist? It's a live show. Okay. Give back, I don't know who that is, all government ministers' pay, including the mayors, to be tied to the nurses. Yep, that's... I do like that.
My favourite one is the hand dryer in the gents' toilet at the Crown and Treaty, Uxbridge, to be moved to a more sensible position.
That one...
It's so niche.
Yeah, that one sounds like something he just wanted to change.
That's definitely his local pub.
Yeah, see, I think we need to see this from more prime ministers. It shows a bit of personality, like, my local corner shop to stop fucking hurling abuse at me. Make that illegal.
Exactly. It's so smart because this humour is eye-catching, and he's got my vote. If I was a London resident, I'd be voting for Count Binface. Number 5, I pledge to build at least one affordable house. He's got the right ideas.
I mean, that's probably the hardest one out of them all.
Definitely.
Especially in London. Crazy. I mean, I'm going to work in London in a few weeks' time, and I'm so glad that I have a mate there who I can crash at. Yeah. Because I just couldn't afford to, like...
It's insane.
Renting there or Airbnb, the only thing I can afford... The last time I went there was this husband and wife, small little flat in a place called Elstree, right? And I get there really late. She doesn't send me the address, so I'm calling this woman. I'm hoping she's not asleep, so I don't have to get a hotel. And it's crazy, right? And then I get there, spend there the first night. They're just arguing the whole night. So I stay there for a week, and I progressively understand the amount of turmoil their relationship's going through.
Fucking hell.
And yeah, dude, they were loud, man.
Jesus.
They were fucking loud.
So you like stayed in a room in their house, basically?
Crazy though. I wasn't allowed to even use the kitchen. Dude, I stayed there for a week. I had to like live off, if anybody's from outside the UK, like the Tesco reduced section. Yeah. That's what I was living off.
Fucking hell, man.
Straight up like pre-prepared food. The amount of sodium I must have eaten in that week.
Jesus.
I'm surprised I even survived that week.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, moral of the story, if you're running on money, don't try buy a house in London. We all know that. But this guy is a bit of a cultural icon in the UK. He's been around for a while now. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. But yeah, maybe we've learned that we need to be a bit more tapped in with the local politicians. But if all of them were like this guy, I'd be up for that. What else is going on in the world right now, Ben? You seeing anything else mad this week, dude?
So, Japan's Naked Festival has gotten the biggest update in its history.
A little DLC.
The Naked Festival DLC.
Okay. What's this? So, women's participation in Naked Festival, a sign of how aging is forcing changes to male-centric Japanese tradition. Right, okay. So, with history spanning over more than 1,200 years, Hadaka Matsuri, or the Naked Festival in Japan, it's a masculine festival. There's a lot of cocks on display, apparently. Across Japan, in freezing winter, thousands of men strip naked, except for the delicate piece of cloth covering their, covering the penis, basically. But what is the idea of the what happens, Ben? What is happening while they're naked?
Wait, let me find this place. Is it on here?
So what even? So okay, like what happens in the festival?
Each participant tries to get as close as possible to a man playing the role of Shin Otoko, a god man who wards off bad luck. See, I've researched this and I still have no idea as to what the point is. I think it's just a place for people to get their cocks out. Yeah. It sounds freeing, to be fair.
Because I thought Japan, the reason why this surprised me, because Japan's quite a modest and respectful country, right? Yeah. But you look at these guys.
It's very private. Like
kind of getting involved. So they're all trying to get their hands on what? A guy? Just like... They're all just trying to grab a guy? That's crazy.
It seems it, yeah.
Do we have any videos of it? We could show the guys. Here we go. Is it being taken down?
No,
Wouldn't be
I think
surprised.
this
Local
website just
woman.
takes a while.
Oh, that's
to
all good,
load.
man. Here we
Here we
go.
are. So everyone's eating a
Yeah.
penis, little penis
The
lollipops.
Festival of the Phallus is an annual Japanese event held in each spring. Ah, okay, so it's spring. They lied. These guys are fine getting their cocks out.
Hell yeah.
I
Must
mean,
be cold though. Must be some little winkies out there.
yeah, if you can't see, they're sucking on penis lollipops.
It's very graphic.
Very, yeah. Yeah, because do you think any of that would be allowed in the UK? How do you think people are reacting?
If this were to happen in the UK, it would purely be like in a comedic way.
Right.
They'd be making fun of it in some sense.
Yeah, everyone doesn't seem to be really laughing.
It's a tradition. It's been going on for 1,200 years in Japan. This is history that they just embrace.
And now even tourists are going. Dude, you're not seeing a straight guy in the UK sucking on a
that's
penis
just
lollipop,
not
dude.
happening. That is
But I
just
love that. There's like less shame.
Yeah.
There's less embarrassment. Candles.
It's
penis candles.
It's embracing the phallus.
Yeah. Let's all be together. I mean, wow. They're enjoying the festival. That is crazy, man.
That guy's hairstyle is mental.
That's more impressive than the cock, man.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And now women are taking part. I wonder how they feel about that. I mean, how are you feeling? How would that change the dynamic, you know? You got all the men trying to grab this guy. Is it going to distract a couple of the guys?
True.
Like, you might see a rise in a couple, unless you were gay, right? I'm just saying as a straight guy, if there's a naked woman there, it could be distracting, right?
So yeah, apparently the main reason that women are now allowed is because there's a shortage of men who are actually doing this event.
Wow.
So they've had to finally allow women into it just
So
because
that's
there
the
were
only-
too little people. Yeah. It's not like they were doing it for feminism.
Yeah,
They were
the
doing it
men
because,
was-
numbers are too little.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
In February, as the number of male participants dwindled, the country's oldest Kanamara Matsuri at the Kanamara shrine in central Japan welcomed 41 women to take part in the first time. So the first time, they're only like 41 in. Well, they were just like minimum women to hit the criteria. There we go.
So apparently the women can't even take their clothes off as well.
Oh.
It's purely still men are naked, women are clothed. Everything happens the same, but the women.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think you'd take part in something like that?
I wouldn't feel comfortable lying skin to skin with that many people because the images.
Is there like videos of it? Here's the pictures.
There's images of the absurdity of it.
So yeah, we can't even tell which guy they're trying to grab here. Look, everyone's just touching. Okay. Yeah.
It seems like an excuse.
Yeah. Because I don't want to be rude here, but in that crowd, I can't see who they're trying to touch. To be honest, I just see bodies.
People they're trying to touch are the people around them.
Yeah, and there would be a lot of underground creeps that would probably use it as an excuse to just grope people, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's the perfect
Definitely.
spot. That's
Yeah.
the perfect opportunity.
Any closeted man. This is any closeted man's like perfect escape.
Dude, the ratio on the first time these women were allowed in these Japanese festivals was 10,000 males to 40 women. Dude, you're telling me none of those 10,000 men are going to try it on with the 40 women? It's just biology, right?
Poor 40 women. That's all I'm gonna say.
They must have been up for it. They were like the suffragettes, like, oh, we're the first women to get in, and they probably just got creeped on. I don't know. I'm Japanese, man. I don't know what they're saying, but
Would you take part in it, Eddie?
dude, yeah, I'd be the only ginger guy there. Everyone would be
You'd
mistaken.
be touched up bad, man. You would be touched up bad.
I would be the good guy who everyone could chase because you can see
True,
me.
yeah.
I'd be like the golden
You're
torch.
a beacon. You're a beacon.
Yeah. Search up what beacon is in Japanese. I'm that. What is ginger beacon? You know, ginger. This is might be my new name. Yeah, man. I think we have not similar. I mean, people are dressed, but in the UK, in a really small town, I think it's in the Midlands, they have this really old traditional ball game. I think it's gone on for thousands of years, maybe hundreds of years, but it's like battle to the death, right? Not to the death, but it's a crazy ball game, and it lasts like a whole day.
So, also going back, beacon in Japanese is beacon.
Beacon, and what does ginger like? Maybe redhead.
So you'd be Beacon Shoga.
Beacon sugar. Okay, hell yeah.
Is this cultural appropriation?
What if we're doing if we're learning a language? If anything, we're being better. We're trying to broaden our horizons, right? Trying to become better.
We're
people.
exposing the Japanese language to all these viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sending a message.
I was just trying to think of what hello is, but yeah, basically, I am the beacon sugar. I am
Beacon Shoga.
Beacon sugar.
Yeah.
What do you think of my accent? Am I doing that well?
I mean, I'm not Japanese, but
it's pretty good.
from
right?
what I'm hearing, it sounds like straight out of an anime. So,
yeah, and that is
and
the
that's
best.
Japanese.
Yeah,
That's
Japan is basically just an anime show in real life.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
That's what most people go there for, just to experience real life anime for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, probably the closest thing I've done to that is be at like a festival in the summer. There's a lot of naked people. It's very sweaty. I mean, in the spring, I imagine it's not too hot for them. So that'd be
Closest
good.
thing I've done to that is go to the park and take my shirt off. But that was only off for like 5 minutes.
Dude, how hot was it? Because there's certain guys that take their top off when it's like, what, 20 degrees?
There was someone in the shop yesterday with their top off, and it was annoying me a bit. It's annoying me. He stank as well.
Ben and me work in a convenience shop, and it is hilarious. Some of the people we see, every walk of life. I mean, a Chinese guy came up to me the other day and just showed me a banknote. Like, I didn't even show interest, but I loved it. He just showed me the size of the banknotes. They're fucking massive.
Yeah.
Like, they're like A3, not A3, but they're fucking big.
A3 banknotes.
Yeah, seeing currency, seeing some, because, dude, like before I grew up in Beverly, like I saw like probably 99% of people I saw were white. So like coming here, moving to Manchester, like see so many more different people.
It's much more dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah. Where you came from is probably the same, right?
There was actually quite a lot of mixes of culture, but
nice.
it was very like white supremacist prominent. Like
Okay,
it was
yeah.
pretty bad with its
Like,
racism.
Non-white people were there, but probably not respected.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, hopefully it's got better now.
No.
You know, we'd like to think those ideas, those people are slowly dying. Yep. So Japan, you know, they're becoming more progressive, but we just learned they're not really, because they just wanted to get the numbers up. What about elsewhere in the world? Germany?
Germany's getting progressive.
Germany is?
Yeah.
What's Germany doing, man?
Germany is protesting against Tesla. They are storming a factory in Berlin.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, these guys are masked up. So they storm. Okay, let me read the headline. Protesters attempt to storm Tesla's factory in Germany. Damn. So the vibe I got from this, as many as 800 activists gathered outside Tesla's factory near Berlin Friday to protest its expansions, and some of them clashed with police as they attempted to break into the plant. Damn. I mean, I think Elon responded to this on Twitter and just put, they haven't even got through our 2 fences of security yet. Like, his response wasn't like, we're taking into consideration what these guys are saying. He's just like,
he was taunting them. He was fucking taunting them.
Well, he's not even in the country, right? So he's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, he can do whatever. It's not like they're going to storm his like personal abode.
Yeah. Maybe, you know, Germany's just a bit pissed off. You know, Bavarian Motorworks, BMW, you know, they're still going, but maybe they're like, where's the longevity? And they're getting a bit jealous that, you know, American guys kind of just producing that. Because that is in Germany, did you say it's in Berlin? No, the state of Brandenburg. It's like the epicenter of the European distribution for Tesla cars. So this is where like the protests come from.
This is the big place for Tesla.
Yeah. I do prefer a European protest to like an American one. I always find like American protests the most annoying.
Yeah.
Like the most annoying type people.
Yeah, definitely.
More people filming, more people just like, I don't know, think they know the law, I think like
yeah.
Yeah. So
it's just it's embarrassing.
So I think the kind of idea is they're just not a big fan, because in the area, you know, these protests are, I think it's Brandenburg, the state of Brandenburg. Apparently it's damaging the environment around them.
Yeah.
I don't understand to why that is.
I mean, I think it's also just like a personal attack against, you know, Elon's big company.
Yeah.
You know? Because Elon is it's a very big name in the world right now. He's doing a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the better. So
yeah, but he's got that much influence, but still acts like he's just a random guy.
I fucking hate him on Twitter. Have you seen his stupid memes?
I'm not on Twitter. No,
man, he keeps posting memes from like 2016 and thinks they're the funniest things ever. And all the replies, whenever people be like, "That's not funny," he just blocks them.
Really?
He's a little baby.
But dude, think of his age, right? What 50 or 60-year-old guy?
I think
Maybe
he's in his
40?
late 40s.
What 40-year-old guy has like good memes? Dude?
Exactly.
So it's kind of like fair enough.
Yeah,
like,
but
my dad's probably still looking at memes from 2013. You know?
Yeah.
Or not even know what a meme is. Right?
True. But
So-
that's what I wish he was like. I wish he didn't know what a meme was. But the fact that he keeps posting these memes and thinks they're the funniest things ever, it's just so annoying from the richest man in the world.
Yeah. I mean, what is he done recently that's pissed you off, Ben? Maybe we can do a little therapy here.
Neuralinks.
Okay.
I think the pioneering of Neuralinks is very strange.
Okay.
Animal testing is the worst thing in the world, and he's been killing hundreds of monkeys. Don't quote me on this.
Maybe we can look at it.
Monkeys are killed. Beagles. He was using beagles.
Beagles, dude.
I know a
What
lot
did
of
beagles do?
I know a lot of beagles were killed.
I
and,
know. That's why I haven't been seeing as many beagles, dude. I've not seen like a beagle in years.
He's going around in his fucking car and picking them up and killing them.
Cybertruck is full of dead beagles. Exclusive. Musk's Neuralink faces federal probe. Employee backlash over animal tests. Okay.
So this is from a year ago.
What's this video?
No, it's not. It's from December 6th, 2022. It's
Federal-
of these monkeys being forced to do these tests.
Can we turn the audio on?
We can.
In a human. So
It's also intended to cure other neurological ailments. But staff complaints have mounted over the firm's animal testing. Some say Musk's pressure to accelerate development has led to
it's
botched
like the argument.
experiments. Such tests then had to be repeated, allegedly increasing the number of animals being tested and killed. Reuters spoke to more than 20 current and former Neuralink employees and reviewed dozens of documents to piece the story together. According to the records and sources,
Oh, God.
It's just so
Right,
annoying
pause it
because
there, pause it there.
it's such an impressive like feat of technology because it is the wildest thing
Yeah.
ever. Controlling your brain is a controller.
Yeah.
You know, it's the mouse and keyboard for a computer. Like it's so impressive, but like it really shouldn't be tested on animals in this way.
But then again, like, devil's advocate, how would we gain that research or, advance without that?
True.
Right.
But
And
it-
it's probably
it-
like the cheapest. Yeah.
It is a dilemma.
Yeah.
But like again, it's
Because
just
he was saying we one day hope to help paralyze people.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And, it's like humans or a couple of monkeys. Which
Yeah.
one you want to...
It is.
say.
It's annoying. I remember in my psychology A level, we learned that animal testing is bad because animals are so close to humans, they feel the exact same pain.
Yeah.
But in the exact same sense, animal testing is like quite necessary because animals are so close to humans in their neurological activity.
Victor Woodcock! Victor Woodcock! Free J Money! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
It's like a young
Fuck
bear.
you!
Oh.
I did that once.
What, spat in the police's face?
Yeah.
He just spat in her face, and rightly so, he just got slapped. Like, it's more embarrassing that she didn't punch him. She slapped him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's funny though because his kid's like obviously 13
Yeah.
and his pronunciation of the N-word is a bit strange.
It didn't sound English.
No, it didn't. It didn't. He's speaking alien. I want to know where his accent's from. 'Cause
But can we go back to the slap? Show me that slap again.
We can
Ben.
definitely go back to the slap.
Fuck you!
Don't. What a twat.
Yeah. It's like a quick, like sort of
Yeah.
authority sort of.
But you can tell she knows he's not a threat. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't need to knock him out.
I mean, his friends are there and they're filming him.
Yeah.
You know, like it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
But yeah, that happened a couple months ago. I thought I'd bring that to light. How are you enjoying the Guinness, man?
It's going swell. Going down well, I'd say.
Mm.
It's It's got a very bitter taste to it, but like it's a nice bitter taste, you know.
It's bitter, but then it kind of like lingers on your tongue. Kind of feels like, yeah, makes me feel good, man.
Makes me feel very good.
I mean, we got something's going on. I think the thing that's happening in my life at the moment is a lot of trying to be organized, trying to get shit done. But I think deep down, like, my body's ingrained to be disorganized. Like, my dad is known amongst the people I know as the most unorganized guy ever, right? And my sister tried keeping him in line. And I feel like I'm constantly fighting against my genetics and how I was brought up. You ever feel that, dude?
I definitely feel like that. I feel the exact same way. I'm so unorganized. I forget most things told to me.
What do you think you carry from your parents that's like that's definitely part of you?
It's I think the biggest thing is like the attempt to multitask,
Right.
but getting everything wrong. No offense to my mum. She's amazing.
Right.
But like she really can't do more than one thing
Yeah.
at a time, you know. Brains get frazzled along the way.
And that's
Too many things to think about that it falls apart.
Yeah, I don't know if we're naturally meant to multitask. I think
We're not. I don't
hear
think so.
the first thing women say is like, "Oh, women can multitask, guys can't." Right? That's the thing they have on us. You get that, right? You
Yeah,
heard that?
yeah, I get that.
Is that backed up though? Like,
True.
It could be.
When have they ever shown proof?
Yeah, but I get what you mean. I think there's a more like natural instinct for care in women just because of like biology that maybe they like are just more aware of things. I think women are more aware.
Yeah.
Definitely socially.
Men are more close-minded.
Yeah, men are just like fucking tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
women actually see the whole picture. Right?
Definitely.
It's almost as if like we're looking through like a lens and they see the actual world.
Yeah. Like we've just got like a single shot, like straight. It's like we can only see in 2D.
Yeah.
They see 3D.
Yeah.
If not 4D.
Dude, that's something that doesn't exist anymore in the UK, but did 4D cinema. There may be places that do it.
Is that when like the chairs shake and like the fire comes up in it? Yeah.
When I was like 13, 14, and I went to a place called Alton Towers, it's like an amusement park in the UK. I went to see Ice Age, I think 4 or 3, and it was 4D, and it was amazing as a kid. Snow was coming out, like they put snow. I felt a bit cold in the seat. I don't know how that worked. Maybe I was just cold. But it vibrated, the seat vibrated. That's cool as a kid. I want to go back to that.
I had the same experience in Legoland.
Yeah?
It was sick. Although we watched like a Lego TV show or something, it wasn't like a big production.
Yeah.
But there was fire, chairs shaked, water was splashed onto the audience. That's a big like comic thing, isn't it? But,
which I found wild how they could do that in the cinema. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it does seem very cost ineffective.
And I don't think it would work with every film. Like if you're watching Boy in Striped Pajamas in 4D, things would get a little offensive, right? It doesn't always work. Like Ice Age 4, sure.
I think that'd be a bit of a scary thing though, you know, lining up tons of people in a room to then watch a film about people
that wouldn't work.
Yeah, no.
That's probably the worst film you could imagine.
Boy in the Striped Pajamas 4D experience. Experience it like they did.
You can only get into the film if you're in striped pajamas as well.
True, yeah. So like, everyone's wearing the exact same outfit, numbers on their arms, like
what's going on here? This is crazy.
You have to shave your head as well as you're going in.
Wait, why are only non-blondes going into this film? What's going on? There's no blonde people.
Yeah, the blonde people are sent to another screen. Where they watch a different film.
Yeah, they watch a nice film.
Yeah, they watch The King's Speech.
Damn. No, Boy in Striped Pajamas was like probably the first film. I didn't know what Auschwitz was or what happened to the Jews before watching that film. I watched that film at like 14, 13.
So you had no idea about World War II pre-14.
Yeah, I was just like the world's fairest butterflies, right?
I never saw the film, but I read the book for English in like year 6.
Yeah,
and it was pretty. It was awakening. I feel like that's when I gained consciousness.
Did you ever like get guilty and think, wait, am I like related? Because you're blonde, right? Blue eyes. Did you ever then like start questioning your heritage? Like,
no, because I've known I'm not German.
Right.
I've actually got more Jewish DNA in me than I do German. Pretty.
Right. You had
impressive.
that on the back burner, just ready for that defense.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. I can say this shit. I've got 2% Jewish in my ancestry now.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any Jewish in me. That'd be cool.
Jewish is cool.
Jewish is cool. Like kosher food, like bagels.
Man,
Oh,
we were just talking the other day about bagels.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than bagels and cream
there's
cheese.
not enough bagel shops in the UK. There needs to be
There's
more bagels.
like nearly zero. I've not
Yeah.
come across a single bagel shop here.
Well, man, we need to go. I'll take you to this in this like Jewish community in Manchester. There's this like amazing bagel shop I used to work at. Only worked there for 2 weeks, but it was amazing.
Did you get kicked out because you're not Jewish?
I was the only non-Jewish person working there.
Oh wow.
And just a better opportunity came. Nothing to do with any of that, Ben. But I will say, fucking amazing bagels. Bit of cream cheese. I mean, I would be like, I'd make my own, and I'd put like double the cream cheese that I should have. Double the sound.
If you put like one layer of cream cheese, you can barely taste it.
Yeah, that's
You need a lot of cream cheese.
You need probably
half the tub.
Yeah,
Half the tub is enough.
I mean, I've started doing this thing now called drunk baking. That reminds me when you said cream cheese. I now drunk bake. So when I'm very pissed, maybe I get back from a night out, I try and make mainly a cheesecake. But even if I don't have the ingredients, I just kind of like botch it.
Use
and
what
just-
you can.
Yeah. And I wake up in the morning and I taste it. I'm like, this is ass. But while I'm drunk, I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
In my head, I'm like, why would I go to the shop when I could just make my own dessert? And I think I'm like Marco Pierre White. I just think I'm fucking sick. But you ever done anything like that, drunk?
I've been intoxicated in another way. I've done some baking before. Never works out well.
No.
Never does.
But it's fun.
Not just that, you're always going to eat it in the end, aren't you? Even
Yeah.
if it tastes like dog's arsehole,
Yeah.
you're still going to have a bite.
Yeah.
And you're still going to...
It's kind of weird, like when my roommates or people are like, oh, I cooked this, here you go. It can taste good. Most of the time it's a bit average because like they're not chefs.
Yeah.
And then like, but if you cook something yourself, you're like, I have to eat this. I've spent money on it.
Yeah.
You know. Do you think you're a decent cook though?
I'd like to think so. I do spend quite a lot of time cooking, and I do seek recipes quite a lot.
That's good. I'm boring as fuck, and I just stick to what I know.
That's another thing that I do.
Right.
For every night I make wraps. That's
Yeah,
all I fucking
easy,
do.
right.
Easy wraps.
Yeah,
You know,
easy
just
rice.
use the same 3 veg in it. You
Do you
always
know
got to
what
use
must
onion,
suck?
pepper, lettus. Nothing else.
Ooh, well, that's still quite good.
It's
That's not
nice,
ingredients
but
that I
that's
thought you'd have in there.
all I eat pretty much now.
Do you know what must suck though? Cooking for more than yourself, or cooking for a lot of people.
I think cooking for 3 or more people is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm putting so much effort into this.
Mm.
Bulk cooking makes
Yeah.
it taste worse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it's too much
Especially
effort.
if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
But in my head, and maybe it's laziness, I love eyeballing stuff. Like once I've cooked it once, I'm like, I got this.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't need to look at a recipe. How many grams of flour? I don't know.
Who gives a fuck?
Eyeball it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't apply that to everything in life, but if you're the only one eating it, you know, fuck it. Let's go.
The only person you can harm is yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But self-harming isn't a great thing.
Yeah.
Right? God, man, this fucking... I get drunk, like not drunk, but I get like wavy off one of these.
These are quick. 7.5% is
7.5% mad.
Should we get a Edward teeth update?
Oh, you want the teeth update?
Teeth update. We should
Okay.
do that like a big thing every podcast.
Gang, we got a little bit of a teeth update. If you didn't know, I've got braces. Hello, everyone. If you listen to it on YouTube. But they fucking broke. I was eating a Magnum. Okay, I got a little excited.
Not the
some
gun.
people-
You weren't eating the gun, the Magnum gun. You were eating the
Oh,
the
sorry,
ice
yeah.
cream.
Sorry, I was eating a lollipop or a popsicle, whatever you want to call it. And I bit into it. You know, I was a bit eager. I'm usually a sucker when it comes to ice cream. I usually like to let it melt.
Yeah.
But I was very much hungry. So I was like, let's bite this. And dude, the metal, so not the actual grid, but there's a thing in the top of my mouth called the quad. Part of this metal grid snapped off. I nearly swallowed it. Like, luckily, my throat was like, you're not going to do that, and just regurgitate it. But this was like a sharp-edged piece of metal.
That
Like,
could have killed you.
Imagine the size of a paperclip, but like untangled. That was in my mouth, and it was the most disgusting thing, dude.
Jesus.
So called them up, and what ended up happening was like, yeah, sure, you can come in on Thursday. We'll give you an emergency appointment. I get on the train to go to the appointment. Bear in mind, this is a 2-hour trip. They call me as the doors are closing. Hello, Mr. Dodds. Sorry, but we fucked up. There's no supervisor to do your treatment today. I'm spamming the button to get off the train. Not allowed. So then I just have to sit on there for half an hour, get half an hour back. Oh, God. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there who can't even get treatment with the NHS right now. But to be honest, you're lucky because you don't have to deal with that.
Not just that,
bullshit.
at the same time, you're on the fucking waiting list for, 5 years?
Yeah, that is fair.
So you deserve this
I do
treatment.
deserve that.
Yeah.
And I am allowed to moan
Yeah.
about free healthcare.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, how's that going with you? You've just kind of given up on that. You're like, there's going to be too long of a waiting list for you. So you're just like, fuck it, right?
I'm just, I'm waiting till I get rich so I can go private.
You're legit rolling the dice IRL right now. You're like, dude,
I don't care if
you
I
walk
get
past
ill.
a guy with piles, or not piles, like, the Black Plague, you're dead, right?
No, I'll just wait till I'm rich.
Right.
Once I'm
What
rich,
if you
I can
get
go
a disease
private.
before you're rich, dude? Also,
I'll just eat enough fruit.
okay.
Because
Get
is that healthy?
Yeah, man. As long as you're exercising, eating your 5 a day, you can't die of a disease.
I reckon I could survive the Black Death.
Okay. I mean, I think a third of the world, a third of the UK died because of that.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Yeah.
I could survive the Black Death easily.
I mean, the whole reason they fucked that up, though, was because the doctors thought it was all to do with smell and scents back then. Do you know this? So I forget what the guys are called, but the men in all black with like the pelican head,
The plague doctors.
the plague doctors,
Yeah.
would put herbs. I forget the like
That's what
lavender.
their snouts
Yeah.
were for, right?
'Cause they-
they
back
were
in the
literally
day-
filled with herbs, weren't they?
Back in the day, they were like, if it smells good, it's fine,
Yeah.
right?
If it smells good, it's healing you.
Which makes me think, what are we doing now medically, which is totally incompetent?
True. In
There
100
must
in
be-
100 years, people are going to be like, fucking paracetamol. What
Yeah,
are these?
what the fuck
are
were they
these
doing?
arseholes doing?
We don't even fully understand paracetamol and how
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
Google that. Like, understanding of paracetamol. I think it's the same with anesthetic. They don't fully understand how it works. They just know it works.
Again, take everything we say with a grain of salt. We are not medical students.
Yeah, so we know what it does, but from anecdotal, speaking to people, I don't think we know why it does that.
Yeah, so NHS says paracetamol seems to work by
Yeah.
blocking the chemical messengers in the brain.
How insane is that?
Yeah.
We're just like seeming? We're just guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's like slowly like decaying us on the inside?
Yeah, there could be something like that, right? And I think there is, my prediction is not telepathy, but, when we're talking about things that we don't understand now, which will come out in the future,
Yeah.
medically or whatever, psychologically, I think there are more things, there are more connections people have spiritually or mentally when having a conversation or talking than you think. Because I think like love and like that things that are hard to describe, I think will be more. So like now we've got more technology to understand like how brain waves work, how brain activity works.
Yeah.
I think we'll understand that a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. There
Right.
has definitely been a lot more research into brain activity and shit.
Right.
So
Connecting that to like, just like, when people have known each other for like 20 years and they just know what the other person's going to say.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like
it's also like
twins.
twin syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's
Crazy.
That's it's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's an anomaly, you could call it.
I mean, you could say that's because they know the person so well that they know what they're going to say. And that's probably most of it. But, I mean, dude, like some of the interactions I have with people, I see between people, I'm like, this all can't be measured, right? There's still acts we do which can't be measured, which is so interesting to me. Research on twin telepathy. While some evidence exists on incidences that can be described as telepathic phenomena, there is not any conclusion. Evidence-based proof at this point that twins have ESP or that twin telepathy exists. Yeah, I would also hedge my bets that it doesn't exist. I think all I'm trying to say is the understanding of the brain is still something we know fuck all about. And consciousness, right? We
Yeah.
know little to nothing about consciousness.
Yeah. Have you seen those fucking films about COVID-19 already?
There already is COVID-19 films.
Yeah.
Really?
I saw on Amazon Prime. There's a film called COVID-21.
Put the trailer to COVID-21 on.
It looked horrible, by the way. Like it's
So what? We are 2 or 3 years post-COVID, and they're already milking this shit dry. Crazy. I mean, fair play to the production company.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Let's
they're the
see.
ones rolling in it.
COVID-21, lethal virus.
It's by Kaleidoscope Entertainment. Fucking hell. I mean, if there was any prime time to film something that, of an apocalypse, COVID would have been the best time.
Yeah.
No one's outside. The streets are barren. If you want to do a fucking zombie
Wait,
film...
why is there zombies? What is going... What the... So this isn't like... Is this like an alternate reality?
I think so. I think they just probably used the COVID name to milk it,
Why does this look like it's filmed in 2010? You know what I mean? You know those... You remember that old start to a film where it was like, don't pirate, dum da dum.
Yeah.
This
You wouldn't
looks like
steal
one
a
of
car. You wouldn't.
This looks like B-roll from that, dude.
Yeah.
Video footage from that. But yeah, that's crazy. So, and that came out already. It doesn't look like it was successful, but I'm sure some production company will do it justice. But to be honest, right, if you're going to make a film with a storyline and a narrative, the COVID one isn't that interesting in regards to like personal development.
True.
Like, what did we all do during COVID?
Yeah.
Sit on the couch and fucking learn what?
Well, that's why they had to sort of make it into a zombie film because,
Yeah.
what the fuck else were people doing? Like,
I mean, maybe you could like recreate what happened in the fucking labs in China. That would be
True.
interesting. Create some
True.
propaganda, like fucking.
true.
That would be interesting.
Also, bear in mind this got a 1.8 out of 10 on IMDb, so
Crazy.
it really didn't do very
Rotten
well.
Tomatoes very generous with the 27%. It's got
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Should we read a review?
let's
let's
get
read
some
one review.
reviews of this.
Yeah. Let's just read the first one that comes up. My rating of COVID-21, absolute guff. Trying to profit from current disaster. Yeah, dude, they made it in 2021.
Yeah.
COVID was still happening.
Yeah, shit. So all the COVID shit happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Everyone was fucking scarred from this.
Yeah.
Next year, this zombie film. Zombie film, why not?
So this Ross Alexander goes, absolute guff, trying to profit from current disaster. Avoid. Needs to have 150 characters. And, yeah. What more to say? Yawn, waffle, drone. Damn. Okay. So I wouldn't really recommend going and watching this. Maybe it's a film that's so bad though that it's entertaining. You ever thought about that? Like the old classic like stunt films from like the 60s and 50s.
Yeah, I want to give it a watch. No, I want to see it.
Like the old stuntmen who just didn't do stunts. It was a real like they broke their neck. Like that shit is crazy.
Like the
right?
people dying on like the set of Hulk.
Yeah.
Did that
crazy.
happen? I feel like that happened.
I was forced to, not forced, but kind of weaned onto superhero stuff because of my dad. So is this an old stuntman? Yeah.
I think this is the guy who died.
Oh
playing
shit.
in-
What, in the Hulk film?
I think it was a Hulk TV show.
Oh,
So Bixby played the Hulk.
so he didn't even die in the good one. He died in like the shit one.
Did he even die playing the Hulk?
I mean, it says death, dude.
Bixby died of he died of prostate cancer. Poor
Dude,
guy.
You're
This hasn't-
thinking this guy died.
He fully just lived a full
One of the
life.
most common deaths in men. Crazy. I will say though, the old Hulk films are way better than the new Hulk, the female Hulk. So many bad reviews on that.
You mean She-Hulk?
Not female, She-Hulk.
Yeah. So which old Hulk films are you talking about? Because there's a lot.
I meant like
The Edward Norton one, 2006,
let me
I
see.
think.
I'm trying to remember. Well, yeah, just any of them are better than that one, to be
Yeah.
honest. I guarantee it. But it's kind of like they turned the Hulk recently into a little bit of a pussy.
This is my biggest problem with the Avengers. Like, the Hulk was such a huge character in like early 2000s. You would always see him paired with Spider-Man or Thor
Yeah.
or Iron Man. He was a huge character. MCU post, well, even during Age of Ultron, like the Hulk turned into a pussy.
Yeah.
He did nothing. And every film, they just make him look more like Mark Ruffalo. There
Yeah.
has been, like, since Age of Ultron, there has been no really cool action sequence with the Hulk.
Yeah.
Where he does, like, where he breaks shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad. Because he's an iconic character.
Dude, he's massive, like jumping like on buildings, smashing people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sad man. Like, I kind of got the vibe that like they put more of a spin on his mental health. Like they turned it into like a way of conveying about like anger.
I'd
and
feel
mental
like
health.
it would be cool for one film, but every
Yeah.
single film, it's just the same
Yeah.
Hulk. It's annoying.
And like the whole She-Hulk film is just undermining actual Hulk because the woman can control it instantly. There's no like suspense or build up in her character development. She instantly becomes the Hulk and knows how to control her powers within the first quarter or third of the film.
Yeah.
So there's no jeopardy.
Yeah.
There's no like overcoming. I think it's more to do with her mental being. She's like, oh, I feel a bit better.
Didn't she twerk with Megan Thee Stallion
What? In the
in the show? Yeah.
I don't know. What? She-Hulk is busting it down. No way.
Yeah.
Let's see this. So this is the current
It's the current state of the
MCU.
MCU. I mean, this was still 2 years ago.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, there's my new favorite
The
client.
CGI also looks
Just
awful in
your
this.
signature.
I think, personally.
And then just initial. Good. And
I don't think
initials
we
up
played
here.
much of this though. Skip to the twerk because it's fucking MCU. So why is this happening? Like
Way
what?
more fun than my last lawyer. I will kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion. Dial it back.
I mean, dude. I mean, that's pretty funny, but like, what the fuck's going on?
You wouldn't see that in a comic book, that's all I'm saying.
No, like just a sponsored appearance from Megan Thee Stallion. Like, what is Megan Thee Stallion now part of the MCU technically?
No, she is.
So,
she's
like, is she part of
she's
the law?
fully an icon in the MCU now. You
Yeah.
know, just as big as Thor.
I mean, with those nails, she's probably a bit like Wolverine, right? Those long ass nails she has.
She should become the new Wolverine.
So gross. A slug was on me, must have been for 20 minutes and I didn't notice. Left this horrible trail on my jeans, dude.
Oh,
It's
God.
awful.
How long ago was this?
This was like yesterday. Fucked. And also, you know, like people are putting like snail mucus on their face now. You know, that's the thing for moisture. So like I think it's a Korean like snail mucus for your face. Yeah. This is mad. Yes, it does appear certain types of snail mucin has moisturizing and protective qualities that are good for your skin. Small mucin contains antioxidants that may help reduce signs of aging, wrinkles, uneven skin tones, and sagging. Dude,
I'm sorry, but I'm never going to reach a point where I'm putting in another animal's pus on my face to look better.
put that all over me. Shower me in it, dude.
Really?
You seen how many wrinkles I have on my forehead already? Look.
But like wrinkles are such a normal human thing.
Yeah, but some of us don't cover our forehead with our fringe and can't like hide it, mate. You know what I mean? But you might have a good forehead. Can I see the what are your
I'm not showing my hairline. My hairline's not going on camera.
not going there?
Yeah, I got a haircut today. Sides
Oh,
and
nice,
trims.
dude. Sorry, man. I
Shaved.
didn't compliment you on that.
No, it's fine. I like getting very discreet haircuts. But
Right.
when he was lifting up my fringe to cut it, I was like, God,
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
it's bad.
Is it getting to a point where like the sides are going back? Like, you know, when it's like,
It's getting to the point where it's like a triangle on the top, you know?
yeah, isosceles going on?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, I mean,
That's another problem for the future though.
Yeah.
In the future when I'm rich,
we don't need to worry
I'll get a
about that.
transplant.
Yeah, you'll
That's
probably
what-
be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's genetic. I'm not going to make that much of a conscious effort to solve it. But yeah, let's hope.
Your hairline's still strong though. It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a good like right
I mean,
across your hair.
I've still got time, right? I'm only
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Could hit me soon. But
I didn't think I'd get hit at 20. That's
Yeah.
that's the sad thing.
yeah,
So
dude.
I thought I'd have at least until 23, you know.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, we can go to Turkey, man. When you got a bit of money on you, go to Turkey, get it sorted.
Again, when I'm rich,
Yeah.
everything will be solved when I'm rich.
That would be great though. Me and you get like tweaked You know, in Turkey, we'll get our teeth done, get our fucking hair done.
Should we make it into a vlog?
Yeah.
Going to Turkey, yeah,
Yeah, that would
to
be
get
funny.
fucking veneers and hair transplants.
Shall we tap into what the people out there that listen to this godforsaken podcast are telling us, Ben?
True. Let's.
What do you
leave
think
some...
the average Ed Squared viewer is concerned about? Let's find out. So, could you create a dictionary definition of the word thought? Okay. I mean, it speaks wonders that this guy failed to spell the word thought.
I think it was autocorrect. This guy also speaks about Marvel movies a bit too much.
Yeah, this guy's got But thought, right? My idea of a thought is it's less serious than a whore. Like, if you call someone a whore, that's offensive. A little bit of the thought, especially in the UK, it's not very well heard of it as of a term.
I feel like it was a lot bigger.
I don't want to see the definition yet.
Yeah,
We're going to come up with that.
Define the word thought.
A person, see, I'm not saying woman, a person who opens their legs as much as they go to the toilet.
Okay, so you're saying they're a sexual fiend.
Yeah, it's very,
You're saying
yeah.
they sleep with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'd describe it more as like a negative term to women especially, because
Right.
it is said to women more than men.
Yeah.
Of people who I think just more sexually active,
Right.
you know, and portray their sexuality more.
Yeah, they let it know.
Yeah, they let it know that they fuck.
So if anybody wants to fuck them, all they have to do is ask. Like, they know they're open.
I think that's probably a bit of a grey line there, though, just
Okay.
because asking to have sex with some.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not the person to be speaking on this.
Mate,
though.
we're just coming
I've not
around.
got
It's not even a
experience.
real word. This
True,
isn't even a real word.
true, exactly.
So it doesn't matter. We can create.
There's no dictionary definition,
I mean-
but there is urban dictionary definitions.
So the urban dictionary definition is a girl who is looked at as a hoe or a slut. That girl a thought from the block, dude.
I like that example.
Yeah. I mean, the other one is that hoe over there, right?
Don't talk to thought.
Yeah. That
Not
thought over there.
the thought. Don't talk to thought.
I think a thought is a nicer way of saying hoe. Or whore is fucking awful. Like,
Whore-
you say
yeah.
the R, all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's a little too
Yeah.
close to home.
Yeah.
But
Have you got experience being called a whore?
nah, I've definitely had like moments in my life where I've tried to be a whore, but never been
Didn't work
successful.
out.
No,
No.
I'd say I've tried to do that, but then I'm like, I'm too emotionally fragile to have that many relationships with that many people.
Yeah.
And
It's a hard job. You've got to remember what everyone's likes and dislikes are.
Yeah.
You know? You got to remember every like little thing that they tell you because they expect you to know everything.
I mean, they definitely expect you to fuck them if you've got the reputation of a thought. They probably expect a certain level of penetration.
True.
But yeah, no, that has really made me think. Those two questions from you guys really broadening my perspective. And I think, if you guys want to get involved, follow Edward Dodds, Edward_Dodds on Instagram if you want to get involved with these
Yeah.
episodes.
Send messages. Let us know
Send
what
messages.
let us know what you want us to answer.
Or if you see us on the street, fucking bump into us and go.
Actually, don't do that because I had that before. I did have someone talk to me about being on the podcast or something, and I was baffled.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
Never had that before.
What do you think the impression he got off you was?
I didn't seem conscious. I bet he thought that I wasn't conscious in that moment
Right.
because I just didn't know what to say.
So you came off like, yeah, mate, I get that all the time, pal. Like, yeah.
No, I was sort of more like when he started talking to me about it, knowing me from the podcast, I was like, and I didn't say anything.
It is kind of a wild thing that there's people out there that maybe know more about us than you think. You
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
how much shit we say.
True.
Right? And you've only been here, what,
10 episodes, maybe.
10 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a third of the show. But yeah, I mean, this is amazing. Get some engagement going. We love you guys out there. And we love that you have as weird of a brain as us, which means you probably can tolerate some of it. Which is
I want to
amazing.
get more weirder brains
Yeah.
on this. Ask the fucking weirdest questions.
And send
you can.
videos in.
Send videos. Send
We wanna
videos
see
of
what you guys look
you
like.
saying whatever shit comes
Yeah.
to mind.
But yeah, no, I want to thank you guys for listening. We've got a big episode coming up that you guys will really like. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'll leave Ben's link down below as well.
Oh yeah.
Give
me Instagram followers.
Instagram.
I need it.
We'll end the show with what thought the acronym stands for. So thought, THOT, stands for thirsty hoe over there. Damn. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
Thought is someone who desires intercourse. Thirsty.
I mean, don't we all? Dude?
Has a lot of intercourse.
Don't we all desire intercourse to a certain
Happens
degree?
to be in the vicinity.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah. Accessible intercourse then.
I've not got a thought to hand.
Right. Not. But people still act thoughty. Right?
Hmm.
We'll end it there. We'll end it on such a kind of philosophical question.
That's when the music plays in.
Yeah.
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 Stay humble, guys, and we'll see you next week.